On this episode of Playlog, we're reviewing Consumi, a game all about overcoming being a teenager. Hey guys, CJ back again with another episode of Playlog, the podcast where we talk all things indie gaming. But of course, I can't talk indie games alone because that'd be super boring. So I've got my partner in crime, the Playtest kid themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
Listen, we this week we just found another reason why indie game fans have it better than AAA fans.
Yeah. What's that? What we got? What we finding out?
Because EA just got sold to like horrible people.
Whoa! I missed this. What happened?
You missed this?
I missed this. Was this today?
Oh my god!
Was this yesterday?
Earlier this week.
What? Hold on, I missed this. EA.
Yeah, it's for like a shit ton of money. And
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and Trump's son-in-law.
Oh fuck!
What's his name?
Yeah. Dickwad McGee. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
Jared Kushner, Saudi Arabia, more backers by EA in $55 billion deal. Holy shit.
$55 billion.
See, I didn't get my Kind of Funny Games daily yesterday. I got up and was working on another video all day until stream. No one in chat brought it up. So my news was not here yesterday. And today I was like, what's good in indie gaming news? So I had no idea this happened. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, once again, proof that indie games do it better.
Yeah. All right. That's the thing to unpack later. Shit. All right. I'm awake. Who needs coffee? That's crazy. Shit. Okay.
It is.
Damn.
Also, that kind of money is just insane.
Wow, man. Listen, that's
$55 billion.
That's $5 billion less than I think Bethesda sold for. No, Bethesda was $69 million, right?
I don't remember.
Xbox. How much did Xbox pay for Bethesda? Oh, $7.5 billion. That. Oh, what was it? Blizzard? How much did they pay for Blizzard? There. Activision Blizzard was a $69 million. Bethesda was just the 7.5. Yeah. Fuck. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
You know how many people we could feed with that?
Exactly. Exactly.
Go figure. They're like, look at these two big gaming deals for Activision and EA. That's, ugh. God, I hate it.
Yep.
Do you know what fucking Yacht Club could do with Shovel Knight 2 with $69 billion? Give it to Yacht Club.
Please do. Please do.
I would love that so fucking much. Or just, an Outer Sloth-esque situation here. Give it to Outer Sloth.
Ooh,
I want to see more games get these shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's AAAs are dumb anyway, guys, because this is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast where we talk about indie gaming news, reviews, and whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to show us some support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're on YouTube or leaving a glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way in helping the show. You can also be a part of the show by writing in and asking us your questions or recommending your favorite indie games for discussion. Just use the Google form in the description of every episode and give us your thoughts and have them heard here on the show. Now, onto a little bit of housekeeping. Quick reminder, if you like watching me play make-believe with a bunch of hot D&D friends, then boy, do I have a show for you. Every Thursday night, I'm taking part in Tales of the Valiant, an ongoing series on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel, where I am playing Viking, a beastkin barbarian who's all about getting the job done, and if you get in his way, he's going to get a bit ornery about it. You can watch the live actual play on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, on twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles. We should be back this week. I always think I bring it up every stream on Thursday where I'm like, hey, on the podcast, see you Thursday night for Tales of the Valiant. And then Thursday it's like, hey, I can't make it and they can't make it and it's only two of us, so we can't play. Or like we did the Story So Far episode, which was great. And then this past week, Kuja's like, hey, I can't get things together this week, but next week should be big. I'm like, all right, cool. Next week is this week. So if you're watching this today, it comes out. We should be back, hopefully, with a fuller cast. Hopefully it's 5 of us this week. I think it should be 5 of us. I think. I'm pretty sure. But you know what?
Fingers crossed.
In the TTRPG space, we're always like mental health first. And as long as there's someone there to play, there'll be an empty frame, but not an empty heart. So very important. We always try and do that. Unless we cancel, then my heart is very empty because I don't get to be angry bowl man. And listen, last time we played, I made a very drastic decision, and we have not gotten to follow up on that in like a month. So I need to figure that shit out. Did I become Sir Viking and join an evil ghost lady to go kill a man? Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
But does the party know it happened? They sure don't. Do the players? Yeah, they do. But that's okay. That's a future problem. Another quick reminder, though we just finished our series of Our Brilliant Ruin on the Hack Recklessly Twitch channel, LB isn't getting rid of me quite yet, because this Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing our one-shot of Monster of the Week, titled A Meeting with Death, run by Cujo of Crit Hit Chronicles and starring myself, LB, Wally, and Greg, creator of Doma Sky Tamers and Glitter Hearts, which, by the way, Doma Sky just opened their Kickstarter. It's basically a Pokemon TTRPG. Go check that out. It's fucking dope. So be sure to come out and watch us on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/hackrecklessly. That's HACKRECKLESSLY. Another quick reminder, next month is officially Extra Life season, and the boys and I are doing our annual 24-hour live stream from our brand new location, my basement. We'll have a lot more space and a lot more fun, including more egg smashing, more D&D, more gaming, and more raising money for the kids of the Penn State Health Children's Hospital of Hershey, Pennsylvania. We'll also be joined by our good buddy Wes, as well as Mal, aka Moxie Blue of Rediscovery RPG. So be sure to come out November 8th to twitch.tv/CGDannyB to catch 24 hours of chaos and insanity and help us raise money for the big, beautiful kids. Timestamp? Nice. Yeah, listen, you trying to do something for Extra Life this year? Last year we tried to pull something together quick. We got a month. You think there's like a, I don't know what that would look like schedule-wise. I don't know what we could do over Discord, you know?
That will work. I can make that work, damn it.
We'll try to figure something out. Find a slot, you know? Be like, Tofr's here. Give the guys the nap time or whatever, you know? Let them run to sheets or some shit. All right, cool. We'll explore that then.
Yeah.
Sweet Bippy, Aladu. All right, cool. Now we're on to the quick indie news. Just a few articles today, and also I did not pull up Steam, so I'm real quick fucking pull up Steam and fucking go to. Hey, Tofr! The Steam Autumn sale's going on.
It sure is. And it has some amazing discounts.
Yeah, I've not explored much yet. I kind of just surface scrolled the other day. And let me see the banner. I haven't done one of these like Steam sale videos for YouTube in a while. They usually do pretty well. I just time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not picking up Son of the Forest, but a lot of triple. Oh, hold on, Schedule 1. Schedule 1, right? Schedule I. What do they call? How's that one said? I think it's Schedule 1.
It's Schedule 1.
Okay. That one's 30% off. Oh, the AAA's up here. Helldivers was there. Helldivers 20% off. Any like banger dealers like, oh, I know this one's up there.
I tried to do a little bit of research, so I just looked up some games that start with the letter C.
Okay.
And then we have Celeste, which is 75% off.
Ooh, okay.
Citizen Sleeper, the first Citizen Sleeper, which is 70% off.
Yeah.
The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, which is 50% off.
Ooh.
Cult of the Lamb, which is 50% off.
Good deal.
So there's plenty of good deals to be found.
Like now I'm peeping the deep discounts. Monster Train, the first one's $3. That's a big deal. Haven is $3.
Price.
I loved Haven. I didn't get to finish it, but that $3 is a great deal. 2 Point Campus is $3. Anything else banger on here? I haven't played Biped, but anyone who has seems to like it. That's $2. You like some co-op stuff? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna bookmark that one. Yo, Mal, keep an eye out. I might play some Biped. Raft, not big on survivals, but that's $13. Okay. He's coming. Kanai's been playing this one. He's fucking loving it. Very Loop Hero-esque. That one's $10. Oh, Cast and Chill's on sale. Yeah, that one just came out. Cast and Chill. They're not super. Well, that one, 35%. I guess kind of significant. Cast and Chill's 20% off. That one I want to check out. I'll make a good grab. Yeah, there's a shit ton of good deals. I could go through my wish list, but I'll save for maybe a video. Blueprints though, right here, 25% off. What is Project Silverfish? I have it on my wish list. It's a shooter. I don't know what this is.
You play shooters? Ew.
Sometimes. Listen. They're fine. Not all the time. So the Princess 30% off.
Nice.
Stardew Valley $10. Brotatoes $3. Slime Ranchers $20. Yeah, there's some banger deals here. on the Steam sales. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Let us know which one you guys are picking up, and if we missed any good deals on the surface, be like, yo, listen, such and such is on sale. Get some bangers.
Yeah, it's it runs until October 6th.
Okay.
So you've got plenty of time.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, because we're recording this on the 30th, but they'll see it on the 2nd. Hold on. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. This is the 30-day month, right?
Yeah.
Did I do that right? Okay. That's the only way I could remember is the knuckle prac. You ever do the knuckle thing?
Okay. I used to do that, yeah.
Yeah, I have to do it. I'm just like January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, I only have 30, which I should know. That's my birthday month, but I still just be like, yep, knuckle 30. I got to do that. It's the only way I know. I don't know what genius came up with that, but it worked out. Also didn't take the time to mention the overlay at all. Anyone who's watching the YouTube version who just got the splash of orange and warmth in their face. Happy Halloween month, guys. It's spoopy season. And if schedule permitted,
sure is.
I should hopefully have a new horror themed intro for the month of October. I got to find some horror games. You got a good recommendation? We can ask that later. That I could put in that fucking intro. We'll see.
Horror games are usually not my vibe, so I'd have to think about it.
Might have to grab some Poppy Playtime, maybe a little bit of My Friendly Neighbor, My Friendly Neighborhood. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. That's a Danny problem. But yeah, on to the second article that we got here. This one is from Polygon, Ollie Welsh. Will the Game Awards finally nominate 2 indie games for Game of the Year? I could read the whole thing. Yeah, let's start with the top. As we have observed before, indie games, no matter how well reviewed they are, tend to get short shrift. I don't know that turn of phrase. Get short shrift in the Game of the Year category for the Game Awards. An indie game has never won Game of the Year, which technically I think It Takes Two. Hazelight is independent. They might be really, I don't know. We'll see how this article goes with indie.
Yeah.
Indie game has never won Game of the Year unless you count Larian self-published, but lavishly made Baldur's Gate 3, which the jury clearly didn't because it wasn't nominated for Best Indie Game Award. In 2020, Hades was somewhat controversial between beaten by The Last of Us Part 2. More telling, listen, I like The Last of Us Part 2. I rooted for Ghost of Tsushima that year, but also Hades, well-deserved. More telling than the eventual winners, perhaps, it is the scarcity of indie game nominees for TGA's big prize. In the awards history, there have only been 5 instances of games nominated in both Game of the Year and Best Indie Game: Inside, Celeste, Hades, Stray, and Balatro. And there have never been more than 2 such games in a single year. That streak is surely going to be broken in 2025 by Hades 2 and Hollow Knight Silksong. There they talk about the 2 games, and you guys know what the games are. They talk about Hades, they talk about Silksong. These are currently 2 of the 3 best reviewed games of the year, alongside Clair Obscur Expedition 33. They have pedigree and scale. There is no way that they're not both being nominated. So it seems to be a dead cert that the Game Awards jury outstanding mental block when it comes to indie games will be broken down, and 2 nominees will get through. And the article continues a little bit talking about potential blueprints being nominated. They talk a little bit more about Clair Obscur, but I didn't read that, so I'm just going to go on here. But hey, Tofr, yeah, the Jeff Keighley Awards might finally have an indie game win Game of the Year if half the nominees are indie games. How are we feeling?
I still wouldn't count on it, but it would be cool to see it happen. It would be cool.
I'm in a very interesting spot where, again, I have just not touched AAAs this year. I think, like, I had all this expectation to play the new Doom. I have not got anywhere near it yet. Ghost of Tsushima, I think, comes out. Ghost of GOTY comes out today, I think, as of recording, and I would like to get into that, but time, we'll see. Might be like a Christmas gift. I'm like, hey, can I finally get this? So that'll be fun. But like, even as we sit here and look at the year so far, I talked to like my buddy Chris, who, when it comes to Game of the Year conversation, he finally started playing Clair Obscur. He's like, I fucking get it. I'm like, yeah, you fucking do. Yeah, you fucking do. And he's like, it's between this and Donkey Kong. And I've not played Donkey Kong. I've watched enough people play Donkey Kong. I'm like, I see it. I find it hard to think that the games industry will be like Donkey Kong over Clair Obscur as a winner. I think as we sit here, Silksong, I think, had its glorious moment where it came in and said, "Ooh, I'm here. Like, I'm Silksong. I'm finally out." We all fucking loved it. We all did the memes, dee dee da do ding ding. The little man played his music. We all love it. And then Hades is out, and we're in that early access versus I'm in 1.0 now. So like we've all played it, but now have we played it again and still love it the same? I am. I'm fucking addicted. I'm loving Hades still. Kronos keeps kicking my ass. I'm gonna beat his fucking teeth in. But yeah, I think we're talking about the 3 best reviewed games this year, and the way this article represents Clair Obscur, it looks like it's presenting as not an indie, but Sandfall is an independent studio. So technically, the 3 best reviewed games this year are indie games, which means I'm feeling confident that it's going down.
It should.
Yeah.
It should finally be recognized. I mean, what game has crashed Steam and other online stores on the same day before?
Yeah, no, Silksong, baby. We're doing the damn thing, dude. It's so fucking sick. I love that. I love chaos when it's at the expense of an indie game getting the fucking recognition it deserves. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I'm even as I said, and I'm sure as we get closer to the year and we get like the nominees, I think we've always talked about doing a like replacement episode. We're like, hey, here's what was, I guess reviewing the indie nominees or the indie awards for Game Awards. Talk about indies got nominated for stuff. And I think that'd be a great episode to do like, hey, we're replacing all the AAA nominees with indie games, which might just be the equivalent of us doing a nomination episode for the Playlog Awards. So like it might not, it might just end up being the same kind of hat and just repeating ourselves 2 weeks in a row or something. But yeah, I think it'll be very fun to see what assuming 6, normally it's 6, and I don't think it'll jump to 7. I think that's too many. But if it's Clair, Silksong, Hades, Donkey Kong, probably Ghost of Yotai, and I'll be real, I know other AAAs are screaming at me. I want to be hopeful and say Blueprints is the 4th. If we're talking 4 indies to 2 AAAs, I'll sing from the heavens. That's the best odds we've had in a long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even if it's only 2 AAAs, I still feel like they'll pick one of those over the indies, and it's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I hope not. I really hope not, because I enjoy watching the Game Awards. I want to sit there and react to them. I like the new reveals and everything. I think it's always great. But yeah, like the indie representation is getting better, like ever so slightly. Like Jeff will start shows by being like, "Hey, by the way, Peak has sold this many copies." Like, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for like mentioning the indies. Like, that's good.
He mentioned Date Everything.
He mentioned Date Everything.
Out of all of the games.
It's great. It's awesome. It's great. Like, and I think Jeff is. I know it's hard to like run what is the Game Awards and the Jeff Keighley Corporation and everything, and not get flack for whatever you do. But I think Jeff is very much like still a human that is willing to listen to people and understands that it's still a business and has to make money. So if we need the Gillette razor guy to show up again for the Game Awards, be like, that's really cringy. I hate that. But yeah, I think Jeff hears the gamers, hears people, and knows that indies are out here. And not that he makes the nominations, that's the outlets, but I think the outlets that are being picked are more than aware of what like needs to be spotlighted. And Clair, Hades, Silksong, Blueprints. Let's make it fucking happen. Jeff, put us on the council. Yeah. Put us in the fucking council, Jeff. I'm ready.
The next problem then is, which one do you pick as a winner?
Man, I'm sticking with Clair Obscur. And I say this only because I think in the same conversation I'm going to say if Ghost of Yotai is nominated, I have not played it, so I cannot speak to it. But what I've heard is I edited Kind of Funny's 2 reviews for Roger and Blessing, so I've heard their thoughts on it. It is more Ghost of Tsushima, which is not a bad thing. You're getting more of a game you love. Same goes for Hades. Same goes for Silksong. I think that's never a bad thing that it's more of the first game. It's just improved. But as I sit and think about Clair Obscur, which is such a unique experience for both turn-based and real-time strategy, like RPG players, like I think that's great. And then Blueprints is also super unique. Donkey Kong, I'll even say is comparatively to like, we'll say Donkey Kong 64, or even Mario Odyssey, is still fairly unique, but also a 3D platformer that we're like, yeah, been here, done this. I get the hang of the new mechanics, but this, similar game. I think with the uniqueness of Clair and Blueprints, I am hoping and praying that it is one of them. Definitely praying more for Clair Obscur. That's my front runner. I want that to win. That game fucks. But yeah, I don't know. But I also see a world where it is Silksong or Hades, which I will not be mad at. I will not be mad at. There will be a TikTok when those nominations come out of me geeking the fuck out, like, oh my God, look at all the indies. Like, it'll be there. I can't wait. But unless they totally fuck me and say, get fucked, bitch. It's just Silk Song, nothing else. And then it's like fucking Microsoft Flight Sim 2025 or some shit. I'm like, I'm pissed. I'm living. Jeff, I'm coming for you. Just kidding. I want to come back to Summer Game Fest. I hope not. Again, because it's a jury voted type deal, whatever. We did the Indie Game Awards last year, so it's similar format of here are the nominees, or what categories, what should be nominated, and I'm hopeful. This article gives me hope. So
we live on hope nowadays.
We live on hope, baby. Yeah, listen, in this world, we gotta.
Yeah.
But yeah, Indie Games, Game Awards, can't wait. What do you guys want to see win? Timestamp. Now, Tofr, we're on to topic of the show, and buddy, we've been playing an adorable game. Consumi came out last week. Mute this, it's too loud. Hold on. Here we go. We have been playing Consumi. A brand new game came out on Steam last week. Initial thoughts, Tofr. How do you feel about Consumi?
It's an interesting experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very hard to explain experience.
Yeah.
But despite that, it's so much fun. Which is a weird thing to say about when talking about a game about a girl trying to lose weight and maybe struggling with the start of an eating disorder.
Yeah.
But it's just presented in such a fun way. Like the quick edits when she gets up in the morning. It reminds me so much of like Edgar Wright movies.
Yeah.
For some reason the presentation also reminded me of Dicey Dungeons.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And they make it so much fun and so gamified. And it's actually addictive to play.
Yeah. It is fantastic. I've had a great time. What the fuck was I doing when I can't fucking play the damn game? Here we go. I fucking sat here for 20 minutes trying to fucking start it. Yeah, I had such a fun and unique time playing this. And you're right, when it's like calling something fun when it is very like mental health oriented and there's a lot of like sorrow and sadness within the game, where it's hard to be like, oh, this is fun. It is, because it is wrapped in this like WarioWare-esque minigame system of you are getting up each day, picking your tasks based on your energy, your hunger, and your mood, and being like, this is what I feel like doing, or this is the task I need to complete. I need to go do this first. I need to go do this second. Throughout the week, I have to accomplish this thing, which means I need to do tasks A, B, and C to get those done, which sounds super challenging, and it is at times. There were a couple moments where I got like set back like multiple times, like, fuck, I just don't have the means to get this thing done. But it also is wrapped in a narrative that is very, at times heartfelt, at times very relatable, being like, I remember high school. This does fucking suck. I do hate this so much for them. I hate this for younger Danny as well. I think this is a really strong story. I think it ever so slightly hangs around a little bit too long towards the end. But that aside, I really enjoyed my time with Consumi. I think it's awesome. Yeah. Those are thoughts. That's it. Thanks, guys. We'll talk more about it. I definitely want to like highlight the gameplay a little bit more, because it is such a unique thing, and audio listeners, I would do my best to explain how this game
it's
works.
Hard. It's really hard to explain,
because it is such, and even video watchers who are looking at this, like, you still might not quite get it until you get your hands on it. And I don't know if the demo is still up on Steam. I'd recommend it if it is. Like, please check it out.
It is not.
Damn. All right. Well, then go buy the game. Do you have what's the price in the game right now? You can see it. We got review keys, by the way. I should mention $15. Okay. Yeah. I think that's worth price of admission for sure. But yeah, we did receive review keys for this game, so important to note. FTC, don't come after us. But yeah, the story starts where you are playing as Jenny. She gets up, she's having a bountiful breakfast, and mom's like, "What? You see how big you've gotten? Remember the girl from across the hall? Like, she is so pretty now. She lost so much weight. Why can't you be like her?" And it's that anyone who's seen like Turning Red, or I spoke with a friend, Stephanie, about like the Asian descent, like mother stereotype of like, hey, like, be better, do like, why can't you be like our friends' children, or, do better in life? Like, it is that very stereotypical, like, Asian mother wants the daughter to just be perfect. And it's like, well, how do I fix that? How do I do this? Like, that's a lot to put on my shoulders. And you start dieting at the beginning, where it is very much like you have a bar that is not calories, but bites, how many bites you take a day. And you have to play this little like Tetris-esque mini game to figure out how much food you eat, how many calories or bites that equals, and then if you have enough energy to go throughout the day, which then turns into your mood and your energy, which give you different opportunities to go do tasks, work out, do chores, change clothes, do makeup, all these different things. And some come with perks, some come with other benefits, some come with like downsides of like, oh, now you have to complete this before you can do this again. And I think it's a fun loop that does get challenging in the way of not the game is too hard, but it is a lot of things to maintain at once. It's a lot of things you have to keep track of, because like the amount of times I would click to do a task, I'm like, shit, I was not paying attention to the clock. I only had one more action this time. Like I thought I had two. So I was like, I'll do this, then this, but then I had to go to bed because I ran out of time. And eventually you get more options to avoid those kind of things. But yeah, how are you feeling on the gameplay? Like, you have like a highlight or a favorite mini game, I guess. I think it's fun too.
I think most of the mini games are just brilliant fun. Like,
yeah.
I also think that the fact that it gets so overwhelming with everything that you can do and everything that you have to keep in check, is how the game is supposed to be, because it's what life feels like when you're a teenager, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you have like an overbearing mother who wants you to do well at school, who wants you to do well with your diet, then you have your friends to keep up with. Then there might be some romance that comes into play. There's so much going on, and it can get really hectic to keep up with all of that. And I think that translates beautifully in this game. Yeah. We have to mention that this game is actually autobiographical.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Jenny is the developer of the game, and if she is as cool as she presents herself in this game, then she is a pretty cool person.
Absolutely, 1000%. I adore Jenny that we've got in this game. She's very quirky. There's a lot of what we did until then last week, and I talked about like the anime influences and how like fun some of the cutscenes will be, because they're so like like this is manga, you're seeing it. This isn't quite that, but it is. The anime expressions on Jenny are very adorable. Where like you had mentioned the romance, right? So the first major chapter is you being like, hey, I've gained a lot of weight, how do I fix this? Which then leads into, hey, the big party's coming up, we should get you a swimsuit because you know who's going to be there. And then the other boy who lives in the apartment complex, he's going to be there. You've got a crush on him, you need to impress him. Eventually, you know, as chapters go, you're dating him, and as the relationship like starts to go and strain, there's the, how do I tell, like, how does he tell his Asian mother about us? Cause like I'm prim proper and like I need to get everything done appropriately. What's college going to look like, as he's a year ahead of me? He's graduated. I'm in my senior year. Like you're time skipping through all these different moments of their relationship and what it evolves into. And every time she's feeling stressed about it, she's like, I got to call Oliver. And it's like, Oliver, I'm so sad. And it's just like the tears are streaming down her face. The expression is like, I don't know what to do. I'm so tired. I have so much to do every single day. And I got to do college admission exams and I don't want to do it. The SATs. It is so much and so fun, because it is, again, let's gamify what is just a busy schedule, which is just my life now. Like I understand high school Danny was still like, I at least get some time to play. Like this Danny's like, man, I'm so fucking tired. Jenny, I get it. I get it, Jenny. But no, it is really fantastic the way they gamify a reality, but also still keep it fun to play, but like impactful to experience. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things in the game is when you do one of the workouts, and if you succeed, then she becomes all this really buff lady, and she's like showing off her muscles. And it's just the expressions, like the way you feel things so intensely when you're a teenager, really is brought to life so beautifully here.
Yeah.
Not just by being a buff lady, but like all of the facial expressions that she shows. When you're trying to apply for college and you can call on your boyfriend whenever you need him, he flies in like this anime character.
It's so cool.
Bringing you a rose and telling you to believe in yourself. It's just so well done.
Yeah. I adore it. I try to avoid as many narrative beats as possible, because it's a lot of it is doing the chores, but there are like, oh, we hit this milestone in life and this is what happens. And I don't want to spoil that, because you have a chapter yet to go. And I'm trying to encourage people to go play this fucking game because it's dope. I love it, because I think I saw yesterday on Instagram the developer made a reel, or over the weekend I believe, and it's like a goofy, like, to the camera kind of talking head video, and they're like, this is day one of me making videos until my game sells 1 million copies. I'm like, okay, yeah, we should make this happen. I want this game to like be super successful. I could see this being nominated for like an indie game of the year. It's very Florence in that way, and I think a lot of people still don't know what Florence is, but I think if you do know what Florence is, you know what I mean. It is this very artsy piece, not quite as short as Florence. Actually, I want to pull up my Steam quick and see what my playtime was, because
I think it's about 6 to 8 hours,
which is what I read, not how long I'm playing. I have 13.4 hours on here.
Okay.
I will say I also have ADHD, so I did stop many times, not because I was bored or the game like turned me off. I was just like, sweet, I hit a milestone, let me do something else, back to another milestone. It's like, that was a very frequent thing. So the amount of, like, I think there was probably a good 2 hours where it sat here just playing the music in the bedroom, where I was like, right. Yeah, I gotta let that play, which I cannot for the life of me think of right now, because I was singing it all day yesterday. Hold on, I need to find that fucking track, because I want that song. I need to hear that song. laundry. Yeah, fucking give me the goddamn bedroom.
It's kind of weird that you want to get in a teenager's bedroom.
Relax. Don't do this. Don't make me seem I'm weird. I'm not weird. Oh, I gotta hear it. Hold on, they can't hear it because it's gonna be edited. Yeah, it shit fucking slaps. It's a good track. I just need to hear it myself. That's the ADHD talking. Yeah, because again, like, it is realistically, the screen gets split into sometimes 3 sections, sometimes 2 sections. And you mentioned this already, like the Edgar Wright comparison. Also, here's the boy calling the boyfriend cutscene for anyone wonder what Tofr's talking about. But yeah, you start the day with like, let's have breakfast or let's have lunch. And it's so fucking cool. And then once you start the week, you have like, oh, what's my objective? I have like SATs at the end of the week. I have to get letters of recommendation from my teachers. I have to, do XYZ thing. So you get like a calendar. It's like, hey, you have this many hours in a day. And then you have these milestone events. It's the breakfast, it's school, it's the free time at night, it's going to bed. Eventually get to a point where like you can stay up late, so you can choose to, you get two hours at night. But if you stay up late, you can get an additional 2 hours, and you can stay up late up to 3 times depending how much energy you have. So you have to like go to the grocery store and get energy drinks, which cost you money, and you have to do chores to get that money. Sometimes the chores are very challenging. So it's like, oh, you didn't make enough money, or you didn't do enough of this chore to earn your allowance, so you don't get paid yet. So you have to put another hour into doing that chore. But again, you still need the mood, the energy, and the stomach to do that. So it is very balancing your skills. And like, I don't have enough. I can go work out, which I think there's like a meditation one, which will increase my mood, but it does take down my energy, or vice versa. I can go read a book, which I need to be in the right mood to read, but it's about food, which makes me a little bit hungrier, so I need to like go eat then afterwards, but I don't want to go over my bites per the day. So it is, again, as confusing and complicated as it sounds, it's still very like manageable. It is just quite literally, you do have to manage it. You do have to pay attention to all the different things that are happening. And I found that, though it was tedious, is aggressive. I think that tedious implies that it was bad, but in a way of saying tedious of, I do have to pay attention to so many things at once. I think it was still a very fun, enjoyable time to look at all the different menus and be like, cool, I got to do this, and then pay attention to this, and got it. Nice. And now we beat the day.
it actually soothed my ADHD. Like,
Oh yeah, okay.
having so many things to do and then trying to make all of the things happen at the same time, but then struggling to do one thing and trying to fix the other thing. And especially like talking about the ADHD, the mini game where you're trying to read. That's the one that really made me think of ADHD.
It's so good. Because for the context, anyone, video watchers probably seen it twice already. But the mini game for like reading, like I mentioned, is very WarioWare. You have these small snippets of gameplay to accomplish a task. Reading, Jenny will like spin her arms around in the room, and you kind of have to turn the head to follow the book. But all the while, like your vision get interrupted by thoughts of your boyfriend, your dog, food. Like you didn't eat a lot today, so like they're not so much impactful narratively, but they are like the floating thought clouds that'll cross your path, and they'll like stun you as Jenny just moves her arms again. Like, no, please, I have to finish reading this book. The amount of times I would get to like 95% of a book, I'm like, fuck, I have to waste another hour to finish this book. That goddamn ADHD got me this time. And in a similar route, the makeup mini game was another one that has interruptions in it where I'm like, these motherfucking bugs. Like, you'll be doing your makeup, and it is a process. You take the hand, you pick up 5 different implements. You're like, let me do my eyebrows, let me brush my hair, let me put on my lipstick, let me do my eyes, etc. And all the while, it's like bugs and roaches will start to crawl out. I'm like, where are we at that there's so many bugs? Let's get rid of the bugs. Yeah. But if you hit that, they'll like kick the item out of your hand. You have to pick it up and do it again. All until you get that final thing and not blush, the mascara to like finish. And you're like, cool, now I get to pick a perk for the night. But the amount of times I'm like, I'm almost there, I'm almost done. And then a cockroach like runs into my hand. I'm like, you little shitter. I just had to fucking do my lipstick. They're very fun. Very fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think other like highlight things that I don't want to like spoil the story, because the story's very great.
Without spoiling it.
Yeah.
Just the sense of humor that the game has is just... It makes the more heavy subject matter bearable. Just because it's that laugh out loud funny. Yeah. Like I sat there giggling plenty of times, whether it's because something was very relatable or just because like the way it's presented. Like video watchers can see where Jenny is sitting at the table. With her boyfriend's mom, and the boyfriend's mom is like being a detective, asking her and like basically interrogating her. And
where are you going to school? What do you do for extracurriculars? Yep.
Yeah, and they dress her up like a detective. I love that. It's what it feels like when like a parent starts asking you these kinds of questions. Yep. And yeah, I love that.
It's very fun. I'm intrigued at seeing when you finish the game what it looks like, and I guess before that, how persistent are you with doing everything as each week? Because typically what'll happen is you get your list, you're like, here's your main goal, but also you need to go find this thing, you need to get this thing done, do this many chores, do this many extra tasks, and those will be extra check marks, but there's always additional extra tasks than what you need to get done. So you have room to do that. Because by the time when you finish the game, and it's a narrative beat, so it's less of a, oh, you got to score as much as here's a reflection on life kind of moment. Because I got an A++ when I beat it, because I was trying to do everything I could. I think as I got to chapter 5 is the first time I missed a side objective. So I'm like, I just don't have the time to do this one. Like I can't accomplish these 2 tasks at once. And I think it very Wander Stop in that way, without spoiling it. I think that gives the vibe of what, it was just like, huh, okay, so this is what you wanted to tell me. Don't like that. Leave me alone. But I guess so as you're doing tasks, are you trying to get like every extra task done? Or are you just trying to get the means to get by as you're playing through it?
I'm just trying to get the means to get by.
Okay.
That's the way I've lived all my life.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to pretend otherwise.
They gave me a checklist. I have to get it done. I'm just trying to get everything done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how, like, when you complete it, what score you get, and, like, narratively, if it changes, or if it's kind of like, here's the one thing. Because it did give me 2 achievements then. It gave me for getting an A+ and an A++. I'm like, oh, cool. I just, like, this just kind of happened. And I guess it's less of a spoiler. But, like, throughout the game, you talk to, like, Mirror Jenny, who is, like, your conscience, talking about, like, here, what are you going through today? Interesting. So why'd you only do this much? And blah, blah, blah. and she hits you with just the like, have you played this game before? And you're like, huh? What do you mean? Like, there's these occasional moments that break the fourth wall of like, it's not a game, it's my life. And then the character in the game telling you that it's a game, or like Jenny being like, you don't quite understand. I have my mood and my stomach and my hunger and my energy. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, oh, she's talking about the game mechanic. Got it. But yeah, she hits you with like, have you played this game before? And real Jenny's like, the fuck do you mean this game? This is my life. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Okay. I want to see how this plays out. I do want to hear how your score comes together, what score you get, and how it like finalizes your experience. I assume the game still ends the same. It gives you the same like narrative beats, but I could be wrong. I expect it though.
I'll let you know. I'm going for the B-.
Bet. Listen, run it.
Also, can we quickly talk about how cool the dog in this game is?
He's so great. He's so great. The little, I can hear the little.
You can do chores, and one of them is going on a walk with your dog.
Yep.
But my favorite part is when you're doing the eating minigame. Like you have to put blocks onto spaces, but sometimes you get blocks that you don't want to use, and then you can feed them to the dog.
Yep. And then if you upgrade, you get $1 for it. Yeah. It's so good. It's adorable. Yeah, I think this is a fun, and it's definitely not the first. I'm sure it won't be the last. It's a fun version of someone telling their story through a game. Not that I can immediately think of another one in this moment. Indie games do that all the time, but quite literally, like, this is me. The developer saying, like, this is my story. I think it's very fun, and I think it's very real. And that's one of the things I love indie games so much for, because it is not it's not a God of War where like, let's tell the big story of Zeus and, you know, everything else that's going on. It is like, hey, this was inspired by something that happened in my life, and it may not be a copy paste. It is a fantasy world or blah, 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 but it is still the depiction narratively of my emotions and my feelings in that time. Spiritfarer is the huge one for that, where like all of the family members are inspired by like developer family members and what that came out to be. So yeah, I think it's very cool to see something like this that plays so well, that again is so fun yet impactful, of like, man, I know I'm going to feel something tonight as I'm playing through this I think I beat the game around like 3 a.m. last night to be like, all right, cool. Roll credits. We're done. But I was like, damn, that made me feel shit tonight. Crazy.
Nice.
But it's very cool.
Nice. Yeah. I also love the Steam description of the game. Okay. Because it's just, did you feel stupid, fat, lazy, and ugly in high school? Well, I did. But at least I made a life simulation RPG about it.
That's crazy. The fact that it's almost like calling someone out, I'm like, no, I did. That's me. I felt that. For real. Yeah, dude. I think this game is fun, guys. If it looks remotely interesting, give it a shot. Did you play this on deck at all, or did you play it all on desktop?
I played it on Steam Deck.
How'd that go? I was gonna check in.
It runs beautifully. The only thing, because of the controllers, I struggled with the makeup minigame.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I felt I lacked some precision there.
Okay. Damn. Fucking controllers, am I right? Says the PlayStation gamer, yes. I had wondered. This seems like one, like, when it drops on PlayStation someday, I'm like, do I go for the Platinum? How's it going to work on controller? So there you have it, team. Pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, Consumi. It's out now on Steam. Be sure to check it out. Is fun, is pretty, is cute, is heartwarming, and a little bit of Jesus.
A little bit of Jesus.
A little bit of Jesus. Let's see. Timestamp. Bet, which means we're on to what we've been playing. Tofr, you this week decided, fuck indie games. We hate them. We don't talk about these bitches anymore.
I've been working, Danny. I've been working my ass off.
It's all good. It's fine. It just means I get to talk to you about what indie games I've been playing.
Yes, please.
So I have been playing 2 extra indie games. One is a playtest, and the demo should be out tomorrow as of recording. So yesterday as the episode going out for everyone to play. And then another demo that I think came out last week. So both these games should be playable to everybody.
Nice.
But the first one I got to play was called Lort. I think it's one of those like derp puns of loot. That is like, I gotta go get some Lort. Narratively, I did not see something explain that, so that's just my impressions. But Lort is a 1 to 8 player co-op roguelike. where you're playing in a very D&D fantasy world. The whole goal is to run out into the world, collect items, complete the task, and then go fight a boss about it. I have yet to get a boss because I've only run this game solo. Though it is semi-doable, I think this is going to be a better one to try with friends. I have not gotten the chance to play co-op with anybody. I think the Discord community I'm in was like, we're doing some play sessions. I'm like, none of those work for me. I'm busy at all those times. I wish I could be there because I want to try it. But I am very much digging the loop. It is a roguelike, so it has the roguelite. So you get the upgrade my healing canister. I have my 5 different skills, the one that's my dash, the one that's my basic attack, my 2 specials. They have the cooldowns, etc. And right now there's 3 different characters in the game. One is a sword user, one is a bow and arrow user, and the other one is a mage. I don't have the mage yet because I have to encounter the boss, and I have not encountered the boss because I have to complete a task that keeps kicking my ass. But yeah, essentially you'll spawn into the world, and they'll tell you to get just shatter 3 crystals and complete 3 trials. It is almost like I'm trying to think of a game that has like specific objectives. I guess Rainbreaker is a good example, but it's still a niche one. Where like in Rainbreaker, you go into a room and there's like pillars like, hey, if you activate this one, you're going to get a horde mode. If you activate this one, you're going to get a boss or do whatever. This is you run around this big open world and you'll find like a totem that is like, hey, you're going to get money from this. It's an easy one. We're going to spawn like 10 enemies. You got to kill them. I think it's 3 days. Yeah, 3 days remaining like total. You'll go through a day and a night, fight enemies. You're up late at night. They'll turn into these crazy bloodlusty monsters that you're seeing on the screen now for video watchers. And it is very not inherently challenging. Like I didn't have a hard time fighting. I more had a hard time being outnumbered by monsters. But yeah, you complete a task, you get money, you can go open chests, which might give you weapons. They'll give you upgrades. So far, I'm a big fan of the hammer. I'm always a fan of the hammer. And there's also a like, I think it's like a mage staff or something, which I'm assuming is the default weapon for the mage. That is really cool. It's got range to it. You're shooting like blasts of energy. I found myself kit-wise enjoying the archer more. His whole thing is he can throw out like a little patch of grass that stuns and slows enemies, as well as just a big old like barrage of boulders at someone that'll do a lot of damage. I failed. Don't look at that.
Oh,
I did fine. And yeah, as you collect different items, they'll be like, all right, cool, go find the boss area. That's where I've gotten to the objective, but not completed it. Because it is essentially there's a base that has an item inside you have to go get. Once you go get the item, all shit breaks loose. And you have all the enemies like, hey, he stole the magic potato! Fucking get him! And now you have to like run and hide and not die as all these monsters are trying to kill you. And I'm like, please leave me alone. I'm just one guy. I just wanted the potato. I don't know what to do. And like that is the goal, the objective of like the first mission. I have not completed it. I hope to soon. Just so I can like, get my head wrapped around what the total progression is for completing a level. But yeah, I think the fact that this has the option for up to 8-player co-op, I think this seems like your World of Warcraft like raid kind of energy. Like you want to get the squad together and be like, all right, let's all run it. Let's get 2 archers, let's get 2 melee users, let's get 2 mages and do whatever. And try and get through the whole thing as a group. I don't know if it scales like difficulty with multiplayer. I have to assume it does, because this was hard for 1, but I could see 8 people fucking crushing this. So that might be too easy. So I assume it has some kind of scaling. But yeah, Lort is very cool. I dig the vibe. I like the idea. I'm hoping it's one with the demo being more public. I take part in Jester campaigns, which is basically you cover games, you submit them, and based on the views they get, you get paid from the developers who have like a certain budget. And I plan to make coverage for Lort. But when I got my key, they give you like a website. It's like, hey, here's 10 extra keys, but it's not like a key. You have to take the link, go to the link, connect your Steam account, connect your Discord. After you do all that, confirm the email, then you get the code. Which I'm like, for me who's covering the game, it makes more sense. Where I'm like, hey, 5 friends, do you want to do all this to play a game with me? I'm like, that's asking a lot. That's almost like asking him to buy the game. So I'm like, I'll wait for the whole demo to come out. So hopefully sometime this week we can get some group together to play a little bit more. But yeah, the demo should be out now if you're watching this on Steam. Very cool. I think it's gonna be a great one to get buddies together and just beat the fuck out of some slimes and hopefully some cool bosses. I'll find out if I ever find one.
It looks cool though.
Yeah.
The surroundings remind me slightly of Fortnite for
Yes.
some reason.
Yep. Very Fortnite aesthetic. Yep.
Yeah, but it looks cool. I like the enemy designs.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one coming out later this year, or is it for next year?
I believe so. If I recall, I think it's one of those just 2025 dates. Let me double check. I opened Discord and not Steam. I put Discord and Steam right next to each other, and I don't know why. I just click one. I'm like, yep, that's the other one. Lort. It says Q4 25, so it should be out before the end of the year. Indie game, so that could be final. It could not be final. We don't know until we know.
It could change. It could change.
It could absolutely change. Trying to see if they have any other like detail on it. Introducing Lort, 8-player co-op action roguelike. Team up with your friends to battle, loot, and stack ridiculous power-ups across the cursed fantasy world. It should get crazy. That's it. It's very cool. Oh, but I did pull this out. So the different chests have different prices, and some have rare items than others. The one run I tried to stockpile, and I got this really dope hammer. I think it was just stronger. I don't think it had any extra skills. If it did, I didn't come across them or do the right inputs to see what it was. But it's just a big fucking hammer with like a dinosaur skeleton wrapped around the base of it. Like, this is cool. I like this thing. This is awesome. And yeah, each character has their benefits. Like, this guy's the archer. You want to keep a bow and arrow because I don't know what they are off the top of my head. But yeah, you get benefits for doing bow and arrow things as opposed to hammer things. But when I found the hammer, I'm like, well, I'm Danny. I have to use the hammer. So,
well, yeah. Is there a better weapon than a good hammer?
I don't think so. I think a hammer's the best thing in the world. I use hammer in Monster Hunter. I use hammer in A Cult of the Lamb. I use hammer in you list the game that's got a hammer, and I probably use the hammer. I used the hammer in Dauntless back in the day. God forbid they did what they did. That's crazy work that they're just like, oh yeah, remember all the stuff you unlocked for free in the game? Well, now the game's out again, and we're paywalling all that. Like, that's fucking wild. Crazy work.
Wow.
Sorry, Dauntless. I was really on your side. Then you went and fucked it up. I don't know.
Damn. That's brutal.
Yeah, but they're not Lort. Lort seems very chill, very fun. Yeah, check out the demo now.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be fun with friends.
Yeah, and if you see my TikTok, be sure to like, comment, and like repost. I'm trying to. The more people who see it, the more money I get. So make sure you give me some fucking money. Or just let it sit on your phone for like a night. Just go to bed, put on my Lort video, and just let it loop so it gets like 1 million views. Like, Danny's getting paid. Yeah, it'd be dope. Make me money. Timestamp. But yes, I also played another game. This one I played today, this afternoon. It is called TempoPunk. So they sent me this demo last week. I didn't get a chance to play it until today. Luckily, I had enough time to squeeze it in before we sat down to record. TempoPunk is a first-person rhythm shooter. So you're in the space of your Ultra Kills, your Hellraiser. No, Hellraiser's the horror movie. No. Fucking
Hellbreak.
Hellsinger? Metal Hellsinger, yeah. Metal Hellsinger, Ultra Kill, where you are upbeat. You want to shoot to the rhythm because you earn more points for being in beat with the song that's playing. Stunning game. Very pretty. So much so that it's a little intensive on my PC, which was probably the one major thing that I'd be like, this made it difficult to keep rhythm because I'd be fine. And then all of a sudden, like, the game would hiccup, so my shots would be off. So I had to like stop, realign, bum, 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 ting, ting, ting. All right, I'm back on the beat. Let's go. It became a bit of a challenge at the start, but I think the game is very fun. But as someone who doesn't play a lot of these rhythm shooters, I'm struggling to see the originality of it.
Oh, okay.
I think it is. It's in the spot where if I was to make do you like Ultra Kill? Mm-hmm. Also, no, Ultra Kill's not a rhythm one, right? I think.
No.
Yeah, so I don't even know why I mentioned Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's not a rhythm one, so stick with Metal Hellsinger. I was thinking beats per minute. Yeah, that's or beats per second, beats per minute. Whichever one. I haven't played it either way, but yeah, Ultra Kill for the vibe of the crazy over the top shooter. Yeah, it is fun to look at. It's very grungy and dark and like cyberpunk-esque. Cyberpunk minimal, I suppose.
Okay.
But like you start with the pistol. As you complete a room, you'll either get to upgrade a weapon or pick up a new one. So you can have a slot of 3, or keep making your weapon stronger. The first pistol you get, you can start basic. It's just a pistol. But level 2, it gets a grenade. which again, if you launch it in rhythms, it's like ting, 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 boom, ting, and then that ting after the boom, which is the grenade, you can detonate a grenade out of the air. It seems very generous with the shot. Like, as someone who sucks at aiming on PC, I don't think it was like, you need to hit the grenade. Obviously, you can't go throw the grenade over there and then look to your right or your left. Sorry for video, I did it backwards. Look to your left and go, bang, I got it. But it is, I threw it and like kind of strafed to the right and I still hit it. Like, it is in my direct shot. So it is very just like, cool, you got it. Like, we're not really penalizing you. I think this is maybe less of a game design thing, but also, hint to note, I struggled with the perfects and the goods of my rhythm versus actually killing enemies. Because I'd be like, let me get this. I'm like, throw the grenade, shoot. And it's like, perfect. I'm like, let's go. He's dead. Never mind. It means I just hit the beat. I didn't actually kill anything. Wait. So I would kind of like throw myself off by thinking I killed something instead of hitting the note on time. I think if the indicator for a kill was a little more prominent, so I knew like, because like this guy, this is like the first boss of like the tutorial, and he's very hefty. It took quite a minute. It's a lot of just shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge, blow him up, dodge. Like, he takes a minute. But in a room where I have like 10 of the little guys at any given time, where I'm like, I'm sure I killed something, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll find out later. I did have a very good time with it. It is one of those ones that I think, would I play again? Yes. Would I complete this game? Probably not. And I think that's just me. Like the rhythm shooters usually don't hook into me enough that I stick around. I think they're a fun, like, oh, cool, I played a couple levels and maybe I'll hop in like a few sessions to play more. But yeah, I think the game is very cool. I like the style. I don't see Danny falling in love with it, but I could see someone who's like, okay, you like Metal Hellsinger, you like beats per minute, you like rhythm shooters, then yeah, check out fucking TempoPunk. Very cool. I would just say like Punko Demp. I'm like, what the fuck am I don't know where the letters went, man. They just disappeared. I didn't have it. I saw half the letters, they disappeared.
It does look cool, but I'm in the same space as you are. Like, I'll play this for a couple of levels, and in my case, I'll realize that I'm just really bad at this type of game.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And then stop playing. But
yeah, if
you're a fan of the genre, then this probably is a must play.
Yeah, I think for anyone watching, because we don't have the audio playing for it, I think if you could hear the music as I'm shooting, you're like, wow, this guy's very bad. Even though you're seeing perfect, I would get these runs of just like, nice. It was just, you also have the indicator, which is great. It tells you, like, you see on the screen, very Crypt of the Necro Dancer, where it's like you're seeing the beat, you know when to shoot. But in the moment where I am trying to fight a horde of giant robots that are in front of me, I can't really focus on the little ding, ding, ding. Maybe another accessibility option would be cool if I could make that like red or a different color so it's more prominent, so I can really just use my peripherals for that. I think it would be really dope. I think that would make me better at it. You know, I don't necessarily need a handicap for it, though I'm sure many people would and would appreciate it. Accessibility should be in every game. But yeah, I suck at this game. I still got an S rank on the one level, and I'm like number 8 in the world for the demo, so you're gonna have to get at me, dog. I'm pretty fucking good. You know, I didn't beat the rest of the world because I don't know how many people played the demo, so I'm sure once the world finds out and like, oh, let me try, I'm like, all right, my 8 became like 907. Never mind, don't worry about me. I got dropped.
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
Listen, maybe I might be fucking god tier, dude.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you beat a crab's treasure.
I did beat another crab's treasure and got the platinum, so I'm number 8 in the world for another crab's treasure. The bit that I'm just number 8 in the world for anything that I've played. I'm like, number 8 in the world for Shovel Knight, guys. Kind of big deal. Yeah, TempoPunk demo's on Steam now. If you like just Doom shooters, if you like rhythm shooters, I say give it a shot. It's got 3 levels right now. Another thing it looks like they're doing, and the demo doesn't have enough to build like a source material of it, so I don't know. When I loaded up the game, there was like, hey, there's 5 minutes left of this challenge, and it looks like there's going to be like, maybe not custom levels, not the way to describe it, but like timed levels. Like this one I think is called Red Pulse, which is like how many kills can you get before the time runs out, I think. And with the timer on it, it ended and just did red pulse again. So I assume there's only the one option. But I'm assuming as the game develops and more comes out, they'll be like, oh, there's like 10 different levels that'll cycle. And you're like, oh, we completed this one. Boom. Next one. Boom. Next one. Like this event came out. Oh, dude, we're doing our, I don't know punk music enough to be like, oh, this dude would be the next major hit to come in and be a part of our game, you know? But
yeah,
let's say the new Justin Bieber collab comes out. You can shoot shit to fucking baby, you know? Like, I don't know.
That song does make me aggressive, to be fair.
I get it. There we go. I got that. I was number 7 in the world on this one. Big fucking
Damn.
Try and keep up. Hold on. Let me see how the other people do. How did I do? Hold on. In that round. Give me that scoreboard. It's actually even where I died too. So go fuck back. Let me see the fucking scoreboard. Here we go. Divinity up here with 268,175. Well, I had 54,000, so I can catch up.
It's close.
Yeah, we getting there. Oh, sorry, that's a 94. I was gonna say, wait, how am I above 80? I'm like, that's a 9 out of 5. It's a font thing, team. But yeah, those are the games that I've been playing this week. To timestamp. Nice. Which means we're on to the indies releasing this week. Tofr, I've been talking all day. Your turn. What's up?
All right. These are the games releasing between October 2nd and October 8th. And with the big Steam sale going on, there's not that many games releasing.
Correct.
We still have a couple of good ones.
Mm-hmm.
On October 2nd, we're getting Geno Kids, which releases on PC in early access. On October 6th, we get Karimara releasing on PC, and My Card is Better Than Your Card releasing on PC in early access.
Mm-hmm.
And on October 7th, we're getting SOPA for Xbox and PC, OneWay.xee for PC, Little Rocket Lab releases on Xbox, Switch, and PC, and Battlesuit Aces releases on PC.
Oh yeah, it's a list this week of I don't know most of these, and the ones I do know I'm very excited for. The big ones being My Card is Better Than Yours, which you talked about during Next Fest, and I thought looked very cute. I think it's adorable. I haven't gotten a chance to check out the demo, so this is what I'm looking forward to playing.
You're gonna have a blast.
Yeah, I think so. When you were explaining like putting the stickers and stuff, and I was watching the one card that was like Yale, I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, something's tickling my brain. Something looks good.
Oh, yeah.
I want this.
Oh yeah.
And then SOPA is another one that I'm like, I remember that getting announced. It feels like it was a wholesome direct, but it could have been anywhere. And it is such a cute, adorable, very like Encanto looking game. I dig the vibe, and it was kind of one I just not forgot about, but just kind of turned my brain off and said that'll be out when it's out. And then I get the Blue Sky post like, hey, SOPA's in a couple weeks. I'm like, let's go. The game's finally going to be here. I know friend of the show, Emily from No Small Games. She's very excited for that game. I'm sure both No Small Games girls are excited, but I know I've seen Emily vocally. She's like, yeah, SOPA, let's go. SOPA. Supa? I say SOPA, but I think it's about soup. So I guess SOPA?
But then why is there no U?
I don't know.
I'm saying SOPA.
All right, SOPA works for me. If the dev's just like, by the way, where's the fucking soap, daddy? Say it right. I'm like, Tofr told me. I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, I assume My Card is Better Than Yours is when you're most gassed for. Anything else in there? You're
absolutely. There's this account on Instagram called Honest Indies.
Okay.
They are as excited as I am for this game. They've played the demo for like hours already, and yeah, I can't wait to play the full game. I stopped playing myself from playing too much of the demo because I wanted to save myself for the full release.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm really glad that it's here now.
Hell yeah, I'm excited to check it out. This seems like a very like movie night game where I'm like, oh, we're watching a movie. Yeah, I can play this game while we do that. Let's go. It'll be fun. Yeah, I think that'll be dope. I'm interested. Little Rocket Lab seems like one I've heard of, and I can't quite picture that one. Teenage. Yes, Teenage Astronaut. Hold on. I do remember seeing this one. This one does look very cute. Another like a life sim automation kind of game. I think I saw this one
with a dog.
With a dog. Yeah, I do like this one. If you like Stardew and you like robots, I think this is a good one. A toaster. I really like it. This is really cute. Isn't it, game. Though? Yeah. So you guys check out some games, play some indies. You know. timestamp, which means now we're on to our indie spotlight. We talk about an upcoming indie or an underrated indie that we want to spotlight here. Tofr, it's all you, doggy dog. What we talking about?
This week I want to highlight a game that's releasing in October.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Dispatch. It's being described by the developers as a superhero workplace comedy. It's created by some of the people who used to work for... What are they called again? Telltale, that's the one. As more significantly, the people behind the Tales from the Borderlands and The Wolf Among Us. It's going to be released episodically as well. Yep. And in this game, you are a former superhero who now works as dispatch for like a bunch of Z-lister superheroes. And it has an incredible voice cast. I love the visual style of it. Yes. It looks like an animated movie. And I like the gameplay element of it as well. I played the demo for this during a Next Fest.
Sounds right.
Where you have to send out the different heroes on your squad to different places to solve different issues. Sometimes you're saving people from a burning house. Sometimes you have to help solve a squabble. There's all kinds of things going on, and your Z-lister heroes are not especially the best people for the job, but they'll have to do.
They'll have to.
And you're the one who's gonna make them do. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to play it.
I'm gassed for this one. I think you talked about the demo and you mentioned it was a little more of the like dispatch part than the narrative beat kind of moment. I think the narrative beat stuff's it's what's going to draw me. Also, cool superhero game. Also, I think just watching this trailer back, where I'm looking at it, I'm like, I know it's got the Telltale bones to it, and there's something that I both enjoy and almost miss about the terrible facial expressions of the Telltale games. Like I'm thinking of like Leave, or like anytime someone says something insulting, like, "Hey, Clem, what you getting up to?" Whoa. And the fact that it's not there, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss that a little bit. I hope they like nod to it, like some dumb shit happens, and the Aaron Paul's character's like, "Oh, Clem," or whatever. But
that will be cool.
Visual style I already mentioned looks great. I love it. It does very much one of those ones that I'm watching a TV show that I get to click buttons on sometime, and I'm all for those kind of experience. So Dispatch looks fucking sick.
Yep.
And then there's this Namor looking dude. I don't know what he's about. But
one of your heroes is a literal bat.
Yeah. He's voiced by Moist Critical. So that'll be fun. And then I know Alana Pearson here. She's the hot demon lady. So that's cool. Laura Bailey is in here. I'm sure there's some other big names. Jacksepticeye's in here. I do not know who Jack plays though. I'm not familiar with the cast in that. But yeah, game looks sick. I believe I know you mentioned it's episodic. Do you remember how many episodes it is? Is it 6? Is it 10?
I think it's 5, and I think they're going to release every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, I saw something like that. I thought I was seeing like 2 episodes a week, or maybe I was missing.
Let me see.
Let me see if I pull up Ad Hoc on Instagram here.
Oh, two episodes a week for 4 weeks. That's it.
Okay, so 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of content.
It is.
It makes you wonder if the episodes are going to be shorter. Oh, Matt Mercer's in the game? Well, I'm not surprised.
As well.
Damn. Oh, the Doctor Doom looking mask that we were seeing in the trailer. That's Matt Mercer. So that checks out.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Hell yeah, that's very exciting. Yeah, this one is. Hold on, that was 4 weeks until. What's the release date on this?
October 22nd.
22nd. Cool. So going to wrap up the month. I definitely would. I'm thinking back to we did like We Are OFK for stream, where we did like each week the episode dropped. We'll see how scheduling looks then. But I would like to play through Dispatch. I think that'll be very fun. Doing like week to week and like check out the episodes. But dope. That's our indie spotlight team. Which means, hey, we're ready to wrap up this episode. Nice tight like hour-ish episode, you know? Nice sweet one for us.
Nice.
Sweet. Guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this episode. Be sure to check out Consume Me on Steam. We loved it, so you should too. Let us know in the comments which games you're looking forward to playing, what you thought about the games we played here, if you're going to play any of them, what any releases you're going to check out this week, and more things you'd like to see from the podcast. Let us know. We like constructive feedback and things you want to see added. Can't get better if we don't know what you like. So, Tofr, if the little stinkly winklies want to find the internet, where would they go?
The easiest way to find me is through my Linktree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word. And of course, you can find my reviews and those of my colleagues over at somanygames.co.uk.
And there you have it. And then, of course, at CGDannyB all over the interwebs, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Tonight, as this episode is coming out, we should be playing Marbles on stream to pick our VIPs for the month of October. That'll be dope. And then Tales of the Valiant this evening. I'm pretty sure it's happening this time. I'm 72% sure.
72, okay.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. Mental health comes first, but sometimes you just don't know. Until we sit down to roll dice, nothing could happen.
That's true.
But that is the episode, guys. Thank you so freaking much for hanging out. Don't forget to like and comment on the video and show us some love. Leave that 5-star review on Spotify, Amazon, wherever you're listening to this at. And that's it. Bye.